What I found in an abandoned church was never supposed to exist. The first thing I noticed when I pushed open the doors of St. Jude's on that October 17, 2023, was the smell. Dust and decay mixed with something else. Something sweet like old perfume and copper. Like blood that had dried years ago. My flashlight cut through the darkness, revealing pews that had been split open by time. Hymnals dissolved into black lace on the floor. This was supposed to be an exploration. Just another urban decay video for my channel. But this place was wrong. The air grew colder as I stepped deeper into the nave. My breath fogged in front of me despite it being 68 degrees outside. Then came the sound. A faint whisper that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. "Leave," it hissed. But the sound wasn't in my ears. It was inside my skull. What I didn't know then was that this church had been sealed in 1987 after the suicide of Father Michael Thorne. The official report claimed he'd hung himself from the rafters. But the police reports I'd read mentioned something about shadows moving on their own. About a presence that had driven him to madness. Up ahead, something glinted in the light of my flashlight. A black hat, perfectly preserved despite the rot around it. I knelt, my gloves protecting me from the slick substance coating the brim. As I reached for it, the temperature dropped 20 degrees in an instant. My teeth began to chatter. "Who's there?" I called out, my voice cracking. The whisper returned, louder this time. "Not who. What?" I spun around, flashlight beam dancing across the walls. That's when I saw it. A figure standing in the back row. Taller than any human should be. Wearing a black suit and that same hat. No face. Just an emptiness where features should be. "The Hat Man." I stumbled back, dropping my flashlight. It rolled across the floor, casting long, dancing shadows. When the light settled, the figure was gone. But the cold remained, crawling up my spine like icy fingers. What I didn't know then was that the Hat Man isn't just a ghost story. He's a doorway. A gateway to something that wears our fear like a coat. My phone buzzed in my pocket. A text from my editor, asking where the footage was. I pulled it out, my fingers numb, and opened the camera app. The preview screen showed more than just the empty church. Behind me, in the reflection, stood the figure, and beside it, something else. Something that looked disturbingly like me. The whisper came again. This time right behind me. "We've been waiting for you." I turned slowly, my heart hammering against my ribs. The Hat Man was closer now, filling the entire frame of my camera as I pointed it backward. His hat tilted, as if acknowledging me. And then his hand, long, skeletal fingers, reached toward the lens. The screen went black. Silence. Then, a voice that wasn't a voice, coming from my own phone. "Welcome to the choir." I dropped the phone as the church around me began to change. The pews melted into darkness. The ceiling dissolved into stars. And the floor fell away beneath me. I was falling, but not moving. The Hat Man's face appeared in the darkness where it shouldn't be. Behind my eyes. Inside my thoughts. "You're one of us now," it whispered. The sound now coming from my own throat. The last thing I saw before everything went black was my own reflection in a shard of broken glass. On the floor. My eyes weren't mine. They were empty. Black as that hat. To be continued.